Right now at 5, a man learns his fate for stabbing his girlfriend more than a dozen times, the number of years he will now spend in prison. Remembering a best friend, we talked to a woman who knew the female victim killed in that murder-suicide in South Beloit. In an outdoor display in Freeport, a look at the inaugural downtown sculpture walk in the Pretzel City.
Live from WTVO 17, this is Eyewitness News at 5.
And we welcome you into Eyewitness News at 5. Thank you for being here. Mimi is off tonight. Tonight at 5, a Rockford man learns how long he'll spend in prison for stabbing his ex-girlfriend more than a dozen times. 29-year-old Stillman Cunningham was sentenced to 25 years for attempted murder and 14 years for harassing a witness. He pleaded guilty to both charges in January. A year before that, in January 2023, police were called to an apartment on 22nd Avenue where officers say Cunningham stabbed his ex-girlfriend 16 times total. Cunningham told police he stabbed her because he, quote, just wanted her to stop screaming, end quote. A verdict is reached in the trial of a Rockford mom charged with brutally stabbing another mom at a school bus stop. The jury found 31-year-old Shatay Barney guilty of aggravated battery. She's due back in court for her sentencing in November. She faces up to 5 years in prison. In May of 2023, near the Rockford Ridge Apartments on Elm Street, police say 4 women were dropping off their kids at that school bus stop when somehow a fight broke out. Barney, police say, attacked the victim, Lenora Fields, with a knife. Officials say Fields' intestines were hanging out of her body. The stabbing was so brutal, she ended up needing surgery to remove her appendix. Tonight, a fundraiser page is identifying the female victim in a South Beloit murder-suicide. A family friend started this GoFundMe page. It claims 68-year-old Linda Oldenburg was shot and killed by her boyfriend of 25 years inside a home on Gardner Street Tuesday morning. The Winnebago County coroner confirming this was indeed a murder-suicide. Authorities, though, have not officially identified either person involved. Still, friends of that couple in South Beloit know who they are and what happened. Eyewitnesses reporter Blake Deach sat down with one of Linda Oldenburg's closest friends, now trying to raise money for her funeral. Blake, she said this is something nobody saw coming?
Yeah, absolutely. Her friend tells me both Linda and her boyfriend were loved within the community. Both were always willing to help others. Their 25-year-old relationship was strong, and that makes this murder-suicide even more shocking. Linda's boyfriend was 55-year-old Raymond X-Ray Saunders. Both had many friends and even took care of Linda's mother. Her recent passing and Saunders' struggles with alcohol are 2 factors that the friend says contributed to their tragic deaths. And now she's asking the community for help putting her closest friend to rest.
They're both just very good people. And it's just a shame that this happened, and we don't know why, but it did. And the main thing is we want to be sure that we can give Linda some peace, and because she died so tragically, we'd like her to be able to send her off peacefully.
I'll have more from my conversation with her coming up at 6, and a link to the fundraiser can be found in this story. Just go to our website, mystateline.com. Wendell.
Blake, thank you. Rockford students spent much of the week learning about the importance of advocating for peace. Sunday is International Day of Peace, and Maria Montessori at Marsh School hosted a series of events celebrating with today being the last celebration. Students and staff all stood outside to form a giant peace symbol. Oh, how cool. We talked to students about why this annual event is so important.
Peace is like a really big, important part to have in a community, because without peace, it would just be a lot of chaos and like a lot of fighting. So I think it's really good to have peace, and that's why Montessori, like every year, we like to do like a peace day or sort of a peace week, so people like can know, even with all the hard things and the hard times going on in the world, that it's the little things that count.
On Wednesday, students participated in an all-school sing-along and then used some sidewalk chalk to draw on Thursday. Today, more than 115 volunteers gave back to the community, giving their time across Winnebago County today. It's for the United Way of Rock River Valley's annual Day of Caring. Groups took part in volunteer projects at multiple locations, including the YMCA's Camp Winnebago. They were there, as you can see, to trim trees and mulch and beautify the grounds.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what this whole day is about, right? Is getting everybody out, mobilizing our community, and serving our community. And the Y does a great job with us at United Way, working on our literacy project and helping out the kids in our community that need the most.
Starting at 9:30 tomorrow morning, United Way is providing free books to kids at Mercy Health on North Alpine Road. A public art display was officially unveiled in downtown Freeport today. The Freeport Art Museum's inaugural Downtown Sculpture Walk is now open. 7 unique sculptures, each from a different artist, are now on display along Chicago Avenue. It comes as part of a partnership between the museum and the city's Arts and Culture Commission. Organizers say this has been in the making for quite a while.
The actual process started about 2 years ago with us doing a lot of work on putting together the prospectus and deciding what the parameters are for the types of artwork that we were looking for, and then getting that word out to artists that this is an opportunity for them.
The 7 sculpture locations begin at Douglas Street and end at Jackson Street. Just a nice, simple sculpture walk, and they will be on display till August. An annual outdoor celebration returns to Rockford tomorrow. The Midtown Strong Block Party is back for its 4th year. It'll take place in the parking lot for Inscape Midtown Collective on 7th Street. Visitors will be able to shop from 30 local vendors, enjoy live music, play games, and more. This event is organized by Inscape, who says it can't wait for the community to come out and enjoy all the festivities.
I'm so excited that this is happening tomorrow. We are a bit tired, but we are really, really excited that it's happening and that it's bigger than it's been before, that more people are involved, and so we really hope more people just come out and enjoy. Even if you can stop by for 20 minutes or 2 hours or whatever time frame, just come and enjoy.
The block party will begin at 1 p.m. and run until 7. Coming up, former Governor of Illinois lying in state in the Capitol Rotunda in Springfield. Jim Edgar's visitation service tonight, and we talk about his funeral tomorrow. And coming up tonight at 6, the official start of flu season is just a few days away. What experts recommend to avoid getting sick, and what to do if you do show symptoms.
Added cloud cover kept our temperature a bit cooler today, only down into the low 80s. I'll let you know if that cooling trend continues into the weekend and if we continue to see spotty shower and storm chances as well. Timing those out coming up in just a few minutes.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team, with Mimi Murphy, Wendell Edwards, Sports Director Scott Lever, and meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
Tonight, the body of former Illinois Governor Jim Edgar is lying in state at the Capitol in Springfield. You can pay your respects until 7 tonight. A memorial service will be held at 11 tomorrow morning at Central Baptist Church in Springfield. Governor Edgar, who served 2 terms as a Republican governor, died Sunday after a fight with pancreatic cancer. He was 79 years old. In Wisconsin, education officials are touting the state's public schools. Leaders delivered the annual State of Education address. State Superintendent Jill Underly highlighted what she calls significant achievements over the last year. She also used the address to criticize the federal government for saying the U.S. Department of Education is making unfair and illegal demands.
We teach our students to stand up to bullies, but this year, the biggest schoolyard bully in our public schools is our own federal government.
Republican Senate Majority Leader there criticized this address. He says Underly's changing education standards hurt students and make it impossible for parents to track their progress. We have some rain chances tonight and as we head into the weekend. When we return, meteorologist Jordan Wolf lets us know if we could see some storms impacting Friday night football games. This full forecast is next.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
A much gloomier picture with our Mercy Health SkyTrack camera than what it was showing yesterday. The overcast sky, if not even mostly cloudy, showing up with many of us across the area. This one in particular overlooking downtown Rockford that's brought to us by Window World. A nice view of the Rock River, although you see the increasing cloud cover that has been included with now a few isolated showers that have been developing across parts of the state line. We don't have anything as far as any thunder at the moment or lightning across that I-39 corridor, but Further out to the west, out toward portions of Joe Daviess County and out in far eastern Iowa, that's at least at the moment where that thunder risk is highest. Now, gradually, that will start to spread our direction through the rest of the evening and overnight hours tonight, bringing that risk for a few bolts of lightning closer to us as we head through the next several hours. Air temperature still sitting around that 80-degree mark for many of us. 80 in Rochelle, Monroe, and out in Galena. 79 in Rockford and in Janesville. 78 in DeKalb, but the dew point value sitting in the low 60s, indicating a little bit more of that moisture than what we had yesterday. Weather watcher Terry in Genoa reporting a dew point of 63 along with an air temperature of 77 degrees. Easterly wind at about 3 miles per hour. Jean in DeKalb reporting 77 degrees for an air temperature, 45% humidity, and a 5-mile-per-hour wind. There's a look at some of those showers and storms, especially out in Iowa, where we have that highest risk for any lightning. Futurecast doesn't have too much with the activity that's currently along that I-39 corridor, although gradually some of that will continue to lift to the north end, could pose a low-end risk for a few bolts of lightning along with some steady pockets of rain. The best potential for any lightning, I think, would be primarily west of I-39 through about 7 o'clock tonight, and then gradually afterwards that would spread to the east. Futurecast continues to fizzle that out a little earlier than I think what will actually happen, but we'll still hold on to that risk for a few isolated showers and storms at least through midnight tonight, and then we'll look at the potential for some scattered showers and an isolated storm that continues then beyond that. 62 is where we head for that overnight low temperature. A few showers pushing through parts of the area. An isolated storm, also possible easterly wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. We return to about 79 degrees for tomorrow's afternoon high. Scattered storms once again in the picture for us. A mostly cloudy sky. Southeasterly wind eventually coming out of the southeast then through the afternoon. We have an unsettled pattern that will likely stick with us over the next several days heading into the weekend and beyond. That will bring us the potential for scattered showers and storms. We're going to be stuck on repeat for the next several days, but there will be many dry hours in between each of those rounds, and not any single day brings us a washout. So our rainfall coverage, not all that high any one given day, but we are going to be at least looking at that potential for a stray shower or storm every single day through the weekend and even into next week. That chance is lowest Saturday night into Sunday, where we have a little bit of a lull in that activity, but we likely hold on to at least that scattered potential beyond that going into the early part of next week. This is an example of what Futurecast and radar may end up looking like almost every single day. Note that it's not going to be raining everywhere at any one given time, but more than likely we will see the potential for spotty showers and a few storms continue through the weekend and into next week. 79 degrees for Saturday, then 78 as we head into Sunday and into Monday. That slight downtrend in that coverage. We see the temperatures, though, returning back at least closer to average, low 70s by the middle and end of the week.
Thank you, Jordan. Scott's up next with sports. He'll join us live from Guilford for the game of the week. The Vikings and Hononegah set to fight it out tonight in high school football.
Now sports with sports director Scott Lever.
I'm at Swanson Stadium on Rockford's east side, the scene of our overtime game of the week. Tonight it's the Guilford Vikings playing host to the Hononegah Indians. These two teams almost view this game as a must-win game in order for them to stay in the thick of the Nick 10 playoff race. Let's check out the latest Nick 10 standings, and we'll see currently it's Belvedere North and Harlem leading the way with 3-0 records. Then you've got these two teams, Guilford and Hononegah, both at 2-1. Freeport and Jefferson are also 2-1, so those are the top teams. Now, Guilford's one loss was his opening game at Belvedere North, and the Vikings had a chance to win that game at the end, but they came up short. In week 2, they had a sluggish first half against Belvedere before turning it on against Belvedere in the second half. And last week, the Vikings seemed to put it all together in a 56-13 win against Auburn. They want to keep building off of that.
We say EFT here, effort, focus, and talent. And if we accomplish all three of those things, we have a great game. And I think we showed a lot of that in the Belvedere North game and the Belvedere game, and I think we all put three of those together during the Auburn game, and we really put it together. And
I think even though we've moved the ball in the first two games, we all had a couple drives where things stalled out or a penalty that set us off track. We did a great job staying on schedule the last game, and everybody was real clean in their assignments.
Hananiga comes in off a loss last week to Harlem, 24-2. As those 2 points indicate, the offense has struggled for the Indians. The offense has produced only 27 points total through 3 games. The Indians have been plagued by major injuries. Several guys are playing banged up. Linebacker running back Yone Timoteo has been lost for the season with a knee injury, and Timoteo is the heartbeat to this Hananiga team.
It's been tough. We lost some guys due to injury, and others are just, week by week. It's just kind of tough for all of us. I'm kind of week to week, but I'm hoping we can all be healthy and just go out there and have some fun.
We knew that it was going to be a struggle a little bit with our injuries, etc. But again, there's a lot of season left. We got 6 games left to play, and ultimately, we can get through this.
Here are the other games in the NIC 10 tonight. Jefferson at Harlem, east of Belvedere, and Belvedere north at Boylan. Freeport and Auburn will play tomorrow at noon. Some of the other games tonight include Byron at Stillman Valley, Dixon at North Boone, Duke Pack at Galena, Rochelle at Sycamore, and Milledgeville at Polo in a big one in 8-man football. We'll have it all covered tonight on Overtime. Now tonight, Overtime cannot be seen on Fox 39, but on WTVO at 11 p.m. on the nose, right after an expanded version of Eyewitness News. So we'll see you then. That's sports from Swanson Stadium. We'll be right back.
Isolated showers continue to develop across the state line on the First Warn Interactive Radar from Rockford Glassmore. The chance for any lightning in the moment still highest, mainly out to the west of I-39 through about 7 o'clock tonight, and then slowly spreading eastward from there. Isolated showers and storms going to remain the potential through the weekend. Unsettled pattern in place. Lots of dry hours in between some of those scattered showers.
Thank you, Jordan. We thank you for watching. We'll see you tonight at 6.